a rural village in Laos, or as it's officially called, the Lao People's Democratic Republic. Lao PDR is one of the last remaining communist states and one of the poorest countries in the world. Here, 75% of the country's 5 million population live below the poverty level of $2 a day, and most of those live in the countryside with no access to electricity, healthcare or clean water. In many regions, once night falls, the darkness is absolute. But here, in the remote village of Ban Sorg, a new form of social entrepreneurship is bringing power to the people at a price that even the poorest can afford. It means that villagers like Noi can work long into the night on products that she will sell at the local market. Lee can now help her younger brothers with their homework when before they would sit in total darkness. And Suya can get on with her tailoring orders while her husband puts the baby to bed. Solar rechargeable lamps like these are helping to transform life in villages in remote regions far from the national grid, thanks to rural energy provider Sunlabob. And people are beginning to hear about Sunlabob. In fact, a group of entrepreneurs from East Africa is visiting Lao PDR to see the operation firsthand and to sign a franchise deal which aims to export the business to Africa in a unique south-to-south business venture.
This is my first time to Southeast Asia, in Laos specifically. It's my first time and the place is wonderful.
Ramsey Magambo leads the group. He's from Uganda and works for a company called TSSD, Technical Specialist Services for Development.
At the moment now we are going into renewable energy. In Uganda there is great potential for renewable energy, especially when it comes to solar.
Sunlabob has a range of alternative energy products, from individual solar housing units to complete independent grids supplying AC power to whole villages far from the national grid, with an innovative combination of hydro, solar and diesel generator. But it's the solar rechargeable lamp that has really caught Ramsey's eye, and it's this that he really wants to take back to Uganda with him.
Many people use kerosene, especially the rural households. 90% use kerosene, and the price of kerosene keeps on increasing. These are poor people, but at least the money they spend on kerosene can be used to get better light using solar rechargeable lamps.
Cheaper, cleaner, safer energy. Sounds too good to be true? That's what German social entrepreneur Andy Schroeter wondered in 2000 when he founded the company, after he felt he'd spotted a gap in the market.
There is a demand, I realized this, and I thought maybe a good opportunity to start a business here in Laos.
Having spent 5 years in Lao PDR as a development worker, Andy Schroeter knew that villagers didn't have the money to buy solar systems. So he decided to sell the energy to them on a rental basis, just like people pay in the cities. The companies start in an area by finding a local entrepreneur to become the franchisee. He will be responsible for a number of villages across a district, and he in turn will employ a villager to maintain the service and collect the rental fees in each of the villages. And there's always someone with technical ability to be found. And Sunlabob has been successful. The company has attracted investment from leading social development financial institutions such as the Dutch Development Bank, FMO.
We give very long loans in countries where normally commercial banks don't want to invest. For instance, the Sunlabob, it's our first investment in Laos, and normal commercial banks don't dare to invest in such a company, although the company is very